let's see. My investors are getting antsy. To keep them from taking the company, I hired the most radical thinker I could find, Tasuki, Cyber Prophet. Tasuki said they were only interested in the strangest ideas. Great, if I wanted to save the company, that was exactly what I needed. Okay, looks like we've got 4 bonus ones and a story one. So I will just start with one of these and then I'll move on to the story at the end, I think. Oops, I skipped over the story there. And again. Okay. The powerful mail sorting machines in the postal service funnel torrents of unwanted solicitations into hapless citizens' mailboxes. It's time for them to fight back. Tasuki proclaimed using their own mail sorting robots to junk mail sight unseen. Okay, mail sorter. So, accept robots entering with 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, or 32 reds. Junk the reds. Okay, so it's an even number of reds. So, essentially, I think we're just going to need to divide by 2, and then if we run out too soon, it's going to be some sort of division by 2 thing. These are all powers of 2. So let's see. Start with the entrance, and then I think we're going to need a blue writer so that we can tell where the end of the line is. And then let's see. We will need to check if there's a spread. I'm tempted. The tricky thing is the 1. Because, like, you want to replace every 2 with a single 1. So what I'm worried about is, let's say we had 3 reds to start, then, well, I'll just show you what my idea is. The idea would be that we read 2 reds, and then alright, so something like this. So here's the deal. If we start with like 3 reds, the idea would be we would go through and this would read 2 of the reds. And then I forgot to add a writer. So the idea is we add a blue at the end so that we can see. So then we have 3 reds and a blue. And then we read 2 of the reds, so we cut it in half. So we've cut off 2 reds and added 1. And then we read another 1. And it's sort of like would go to the blue after an odd number, and we'd somehow know that that's not what we want. We actually want we would actually want something more like this, where if there's an even number of reds, we go and try again, because we've cut everything in half. But if there's an odd number, we reject. I think the only issue with this is if there's exactly 1 red, we then have a problem, because that will, usually an odd number of reds would end up here, but 1 is an odd number that we want to accept. So I think we want to accept 1, divide everything in half if it's 2 or more, and then reject otherwise. Okay, so let's move this all down. If it's exactly 1, we then want to check if we're done. So if it's at least 2, we'll add a red, and then we'll go through that even cycler. If it's exactly 1, and then a blue, I think that's okay. And we should accept that. And then it might be a little bit clearer what I'm doing if I do it like this instead. Well, no, I don't think I can actually do that. Because I want 1 red. Okay. So let's show what I'm doing. So there's 1 red, sees a blue, and then we do red then blue, so we're good. So it accepts a single red. If instead we do 2 reds, it reads 2 reds, writes 1, so it cuts the number in half, and then goes back to the start. Except I dropped it on the floor. Okay. And then we're back to having 1 to start. Okay, and if we have 3 reds, well, I'll show you with 4 reds, I guess, first. With 4 reds, it goes through, cuts out 2 to 1, so that cuts it in half. Cuts out another 2 to 1, cuts it in half, and then goes back to the start. So I think we probably need, the main thing is if we have a non-power of 2 here. With 3, it's going to cut off 2 reds, read 1, and then only have 1 red left at this point. We'll read 1, and then we should drop it into a fire. And go here. I guess it could have 0. And that shouldn't count, yeah. So, will this work? Nice, 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 nice. And Tasuki's advice, I made the robot analyze its owner emotional reaction to mail and toss anything that hadn't sparked joy in the past. When we sent it to Marcus and others for testing, I was delighted to hear it worked. Marcus did request 1 small change. Even though they didn't bring happiness, he'd still prefer a robot not to junk his bills and car registration notices. Yeah, fair. Fair. Cool. So this thing works, can definitely be a little bit faster. So if I move that up, and just make sure that doesn't break anything. And then I can make it even faster by running the other way around. And then if I instead no, I want that to be in the start. That should be basically the same thing, just a more condensed conveyor belt. And I had this idea earlier that you could always just use the start on a conveyor belt that you're using anyway. That would be better. is there anything else? Like, these are pretty necessary. This is a nice combination. I think this conveyor belt is really necessary. But this whole section here is nice. I could scoot these over. That doesn't actually condense it. And the main thing is, I could snake it up here. The difficult part is just like there's this fire one that definitely needs to drop in there. So I'm not quite sure how to make it thinner or shorter at this point. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much more time on that. Cool. And let's maybe get started on another one. And probably don't have time to finish this episode, but we'll see. E-bikes had been increasingly popular lately, and Tsuki thought we were in the perfect position to take a piece of the market. An e-bike could turn into an R-bike by just strapping on one of our robot arms onto the side and letting it handle one of the pedals. Okay. Remove every second and third red, then produce? And it's only red inputs. Okay. So is this... we do our blue writer trick to find the end. So for the first red, we'll replace it. For the second red, we don't. And for the third red, this might drop on the floor. We don't replace it. And then we are going to want to have a conveyor here and fix the conveyor directions. So like this will replace one red for every blue. And if it's just blue, I think we can accept it. Can we just do this? No. What was the problem there? Oh, this is the wrong way. Alright, that one was a lot simpler than some of the earlier ones, or maybe I was just thinking about it better. Duncan tried out the R-bike. According to him, the extra off-balance weight of the arm made it harder to bicycle, not easier. Duncan loved it. He said he'd never had such fantastic resistance training, and his legs and core had never felt stronger. I mean, it's not a bug, it's a feature, right? So, cool. So let's see. How much more condensed can I make this easily? That should be good. This should be good. And then right, we've only got the single blue there. Again, it's just the blue lines that I need to deal with. Like this. Well, I could probably just move this one up here and rotate it. Like if I did this and did that, and then this and deleted these, that should work, right? Oh, I needed to change where the output was. Nice. Yeah, so this just works by we use a blue to mark where the end is. And then first red we read, we write it back in. Second and third we just delete it. And then we dump it when we're back at the end. Alright, well, I think that this is a good place to stop for the episode. We made some good progress, got through that one that had stumped me the previous episode, and made through a couple other ones fairly quickly. So yeah, it's just slowing down and thinking through the sort of odd edge cases can really make the difference in how hard the problem is. Alright, hope you enjoyed the episode, and that is all for today. Bye.